cards, I replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go,
He spins free. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan Jones has it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. D. Ford in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
White 25. 45. Watch the run. They're running it. 49.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Check 43. Flip it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons
take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. To throw is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it second down and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Ito Smith, his first carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check. Watch it before. Watch the screen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's make these stop. Let's go. Let's make these babies cry.
Now it's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ready?
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Ryan. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago. And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. From the 31, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner? What, you mean with an exclamation mark? Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that? Ampersand? I like it. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tackles. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Green, Griffin. Control. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the
Here's Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
5 on the 50.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I can't believe they even let you play. 45 to Mike. 45 to go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
16 yards, a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run with Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken very short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give to Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. That's it. 53. 53, Mike.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Wait. Here we go, D. Here I go. 45. Sonny. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here.
To throw is Winston. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run forward with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Alert flare. Kill. Turn him. Kill. Begin.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 52.